Hello, I am Toon Comics, and thanks for tuning in. On today's video, I'll be drawing three characters. I immediately this is the first time I've messed up like in the first. I barely got into 30 seconds of the video and I've already messed up. Cause technically it is three people I am drawing, but in actuality it's four, kind of. I'll explain later in the video. But, okay, getting off topic. This video was made out of idea because most of my not original content, most of my content that I draw is mainly superhero themed. Okay, all of my content, all of the stuff I draw is superhero themed. I I don't even dabble in like paranormal or magical or mystical stuff like that. I do like drawing monsters. Wait, does that count as mystical? I think it does. Okay, scratch that. Okay, then I'm not used to drawing magical like people because okay, enough rambling. Let me continue with the video and the drawing. Okay, this character this this character was a combination of a few characters that were my favorite. I think they're called witches. Because one of them is a witch. Well, not a witch, but this is extremely hard. Okay, the main character that I'm drawing now, I based her idea off of Cody from Looming. Is a web comic, and it's one of my favorite web comics. So, and if you sorry, and if you read the web comic, you will understand where I get the inspiration from. And the other character I based this off of was also Luz Nacera. I think I'm pronouncing her name right, but most likely I am just horribly butchering it. God, I can't even speak today. Okay, but those were the two characters I based the first one off of, and the second one, the one I'm drawing right now, I really didn't have any main. I didn't have really any ideas for her. I just wanted like another female character, but I didn't want to make her human because, as I said earlier, I like drawing monsters and stuff. And this one, she is half mermaid, half human. I don't think that's how this is. I don't think that's how it works. It will be one. Would it be one third fish? Is it one third fish? I should have done research before this video. Either way, it's a mystical creature and it doesn't have to make sense, but it looks cool, so let's just go with it. She's half mermaid. Okay. I'm just hung up on that half mermaid part because mermaids are half fish, half people. But she is God, my brain. Okay, I'm just ignoring that entire section of what I just said. But this in this was one of my. I always like the funny type character, so I always try to put her in like. So I put her like in a not a funny pose, but a pose that made her seem energetic and I think the word is gleeful. And this is what I came into trouble with because the character I am drawing, it is one character, but his shadow is alive. And I was trying to figure out, does the shadow count as a separate character or does it count as part of the first character? That's what I'm still confused about. This is why I don't do mystical stuff. Superheroes, they make sense to me. Superheroes are my comfort zone. And usually with superheroes, I could do more dynamic poses. But with mystical, magical stuff, I'm just kind of out of my element. And if it wasn't clear, this entire scene is taking place at a school, sort of Harry Potter. Dang it, sort of Harry Potter inspired. By the way, I've never read Harry Potter or watched any of the movies, so this is all from what I know about Harry Potter. He's a wizard kid with a lightning bolt on his forehead who goes to magical school. So that's really where this idea was spawned from. Except there's not like, is it houses in Harry Potter like Gryffindor and stuff like that? I probably should have researched something before I did this video, but you understand my point. Is that this entire drawing was heavily inspired by a lot of witch type um medias. Yeah, yeah. It was heavily inspired by a lot of witch type medias, and that's all I really have to say. I really like the Shadow, and if it wasn't clear, the Shadow is like the evil one who who tries to make this kid, I never named any of them, like into trouble. And this is a final piece, and I really like it. Ignore the lockers in the background. I hate drawing backgrounds. But in a way, it's time for me to tune out.